Saturday. All right, what up? What up?
Hi. We in here.
Welcome to
In here like swimwear.
welcome to the episode of Two Cents No Change.
It's no change, bitch. We in here talking hella shit.
And still shit is Fernando and Mr. Alladat Shyt.
Here we go. We're right here again. Third. We just fresh off the production meeting. It's bright and sunny in San Francisco.
Out of nowhere either.
Out of nowhere. It was raining today. It's raining when I bopped on down to that gym.
And now we got sun trees. I'll take you where I can get it though.
I know that's right. Same. Welcome back, you raggedy bitches. Broke hoes.
Get your favorite drink, get your favorite blood, whatever your prescription. Just sit on down, open your ears, open your eyes, because we don't show it to you live. So we're gonna start off. If y'all don't know by now, our collection plate, we go over some of our topics they want to. However, make sure that you like, subscribe to Two Cents No Change to YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, and shortly will be on Apple Podcasts and iHeart. So stay tuned. So we appreciate it that you stay with us and you keep on following as we grow. So
be plackety and get us all connected and send your feed, get them notifications popping for us, because we in here, bitch.
We are all of this. So we're gonna go ahead and sit here and start on our first topic. And let's see, we have 4 topics today, so y'all just hold on with us. We're gonna one by one, and we're gonna get it. We're gonna get in.
We better
get. So we're gonna talk about today. Y'all, if y'all don't know the title already, this is concerning. It's gonna be about the bitch signal and
the rest of the text messages and that now infamous signal chat. We can all see that there were clearly war plans and there was clearly classified information. What did the kid say? If not war plans, then why war plan states? Every single person in that overnight committee lied. Jeffrey said, you know what? I was actually trying to protect your military lives, something that y'all don't seem to give one single fuck about. But now that you're going to lie under oath, well, maybe here you go. This is what happened when you order fascism off of Temu. You get a fucking clown show like this. What the actual fuck? I don't care what side of the political aisle you're on. We can all agree, right, that this is insane.
This evil and highly discredited so-called journalist who's in a profession of peddling hopes his time perfect bird was texting war plans, and that's all I have.
Party told you to reject the evidence of your eyes and ears. It was their last, most essential command. George Orwell, 1984. What the fuck is happening, y'all? Hey, fuckers.
What? Please go get your drunk uncle. Come get your drunk uncle out of our face. I'm sorry.
No, you straight.
This ain't even the segment, but come get him out of our fucking face. Why? He don't even go here. Why is he here?
I'm gonna try to be as sensitive as possible, because like she said what I wanted to say. Like, what in the actual fuck? Did you just get your plans off the Temu and thought that was the wow?
Walking off a sheen and like, what the fuck is going on?
Like, bitch, like, y'all can't even go to Walmart for y'all shit. Like, I'm just saying, y'all, like we were talking about this in the production show, y'all. Like, some folks need their ass. Like, y'all know that kind of happen. Some of y'all know what I'm good for the ears. We talking about that hairspray on there. Wow. When grandma slept up behind you, and if you one good time, you don't even know where the slap came from. Or if you real old school, y'all know the switch. And if you know where the switch is, bitch, you had them 2 braided ass or pieces of wood, and they would light your ass up. Now, some people don't believe in corporal punishment. I get it. Appreciate your comments, and some people can be talking to you. Fucking comma.
Wait a minute, friend.
What?
What y'all used to call a switch in Louisiana?
A switch?
Do you remember the what?
Stop. What do you mean by that?
We would take the braid, we'd take the switch and braid it. Oh no! If the stick was too too tiny, you bring them together. Oh yeah.
Y'all can do this before you got.
Yep, you have to go pick your own stick. If the stick wasn't big enough and it was a thin one, grandma will go back out there, get another one and bring it together and wear you out.
Light you up, huh?
Or like this, I haven't seen a grandma do this, a Mima or nobody do this in a long time. My great grandmother used to do this. If you try to run, she would have that one shoe and throw that bitch like a boomerang. I don't do it. That you on target.
The chocolate hit. Yeah.
You never miss a mark.
Never. Yeah, our Latino friends, they know about that. They know about the mom. Well, yeah.
Push you and get back, but
Back to the get the switch. Someone needs to go down to that White House and just get a dogwood branch and just get to something. They are playing in our faces, playing on the internet, out here playing on the dick and the drug fucking plug, playing in missile strikes.
this is the reason why we talk about ass whoopings, because motherfuckers like the parent ass whooping miss your house. It missed your parents, it missed everybody else because you didn't listen to a motherfucking thing that you were taught at all. Like what Mama just said, like dick pics and drug plugs.
Oh, folks, that's all Signal is for. Right.
Girl,
Yeah, how they even know about it? How do you even know about Signal if you're not going over there for those things?
exactly. Like the people of a certain age know better. That's exactly where you got your damn messages from, is when you own video games and you continue the damn after party on Signal. This is where you get your plugs and you get the dick pics and the fucking people that want to throw attention no more. Like we were just talking about this. Like, you know, this is where you really swipe left on Tinder. Like, I don't want to talk to that bitch no more.
I said that to somebody the other day, and they were like, "Oh, well, you know, I use it for." So I was like, but you have also got dick pics and drug plugs over there, haven't you? And they were like, "Yeah." And I was like, and you went over there first of all for those things, right? You know, right?
Yeah.
Right. Afterward, it's whatever you find afterwards. But we all were directed there for a dick pic and or drug locations or a drug plug.
Pretty much.
So everybody in that chat know about it for those reasons too. And y'all need to think about who y'all putting in office. I don't know about y'all. I do not want people in government seats that are on these little apps trying to find drugs and dick pics. I don't want that.
I don't want that in my, not in my government. Like, y'all can do what the fuck y'all want to on y'all.
Yeah, y'all do whatever y'all want to. Like, not down to the people's time, not down to with the people's phone. Like,
no,
you can do that with your own little raggedy phone, but not down to the one that I pay for. No, thank you.
It drives me nuts that we're like, what else? It's kind of the what else is gonna come out the fucking clown car, and you just like
that part.
You know, I'm missing the beat stuff. Or probably I'm missing the calling part that I could have did 10 shades of stupidity in my life, but I have not. I was not afforded that. I'm just literally looking at this like, oh, they're really doing this stupid shit. Like, really, like when you're being something like and crazy, you see something else come out, and you're like, we can't make this shit up. We can't write it. If we imagined it, I'm just sitting here like we're like the pro hoes of it all. They really are.
Yeah, and they ain't even communicating. They responding with emojis and shit. Like, hey, please, I don't. Y'all went down there in November, that first Tuesday in November. Y'all went on down there and y'all put y'all name aside. This shit, for real. Y'all need y'all ass whooped.
Yeah. But you know what? Like we're gonna get into a place where they can't back out of that shit. And so we're like right now they just
But that's the most frustrating. That's the most frustrating of it all. Cause had it been a Democrat or an independent or what, had it been somebody else, they'd have been all up our ass about the emails.
but her emails.
Yeah.
But her mother
So,
now. Like it's been like and here's the thing, like you were like we were talking about this in the thing. I wonder who recommended Signal to them in the first place. I wonder if it was Big Balls. I wonder if it was one of them. Like I guarantee you, it was one of them video game World of Warcraft motherfuckers that was sitting there eating Cheetos with no fucking sweet and 3 pounds of cocaine in their nose, just like they fucking D-list leader, like her working around. Yourself, that's exactly where you got it from, bitch. Why, our plan was in the first place. That's why you told me. Yeah, you Signal. The messages disappear by themselves. It's encrypted. There's so much hotel here.
I tell you who introduced me to Signal. Some confused bisexual man in Portland trying to sell me drugs. So here we are.
Yeah, dudes be on that too. And I thought I was like, but you know what? If you're a shady ass bitch trying to look for dick, dick in the dark, you don't even need Signal, bitch. They're sniffies.
Oh, well, yeah, that part.
Well, just pick a platform then. Pick a platform. Like they both work the same for 2 different reasons, but you can. But Signal is all inclusive. You want to. Oh, not for nothing. And I was like, on Signal, they do have underground photo exchanges. Like again, DickPix and DrugPlugs. I'm like, I've snared a couple of them where they literally just exchange photographs you shouldn't be looking at.
But that just boils down to, what the internet means to me.
Well, they don't.
I said it wrong. I said it a long time ago. The internet means to me, it's the internet is only useful for 2 things: for research and porn. Everything you're doing on the internet can be lumped into those 2 categories.
Well, I'm a lot more. I pay the bills. I gotta have it, but at the same time, I don't like
Research.
like now research. I use multiple sources. However,
Research. That goes in the research box. What else? Give me any scenario about the internet I can put in those 2 boxes. Give me another one.
video editing.
Research.
You put that in the file, research file. No, like honestly, like I don't like. Even when I was talking about this a couple of days ago, I'm in that age where my hormones don't change, which I don't. Our hormones should be testosterone through the roof because I'm more testosterone.
Not you up here doing big mouth with the horn.
I'm not anymore. It's the mindset of like, this is what I gotta deal with. I gotta deal with the gamified, pussified, thumb in the mouth, pent in your chest that because your mama didn't get your feelings right, kind of motherfuckers that want you to fucking care to their feelings. I'm like, bitch, I am not your Ayala Benzin. I don't have a mammoth titty point.
You want to let them boys lay up on your mammy titty.
You know good and well. I done had too many of them motherfuckers in my life, and that's the reason why Fernando's in his whole without any of that shit. Like I am learning to stop putting that energy in my house and start really focusing on me and start putting the investment program in me because you know what? The only time these motherfuckers show up is when they try to fucking download their piece of the pie. They're like, here's some big cash, some dollars. Wasn't worth it. Never worth it.
Mm-hmm.
This is how I got here in the first place. I was like, I did it right.
Right.
Right. I was like, at least like how much I pay for. And you sit up here trying to figure out your feelings on my back. Literally. Get the fuck out of here. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Crazy.
Turkey fried chicken ass mess. I'm like, this is gonna say way us to a very appropriate soul. This is also our next segment that we have, which is our JukeBox Money.
Ah, get your jukebox money.
So we're going to use a new person on this. I just heard I heard about him. I heard
Where
of
he
him.
just played me his little ditty, his little song.
So this is an artist, Kane Hotel. And I think he's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's really, really, off kilter, but the lyrics and the beat is cute. So I will, I'm really, digging him a bit. So my dad pissed sorry. Full screen does not want to be here anymore.
We want nightly, different, choose anything very sweet and stick dance. We want nightly, different, choose your place, swing, so I get the hillbilly, it was a big boot bitch, wearing a little fancy with what she has said. But a South Florida man, I'm a Palm Beach jet, but I was raised in Kentucky, I'm on sound drink, too many privileges.
That's all we can play. Y'all know better.
Right, keep it tight and keep it free.
You have more clever ways to transition things in there. Like y'all gonna see a lot more work in progress. So forgive a bitch if it is coming out clunky.
Oh no, it's all to the good. Put some on it.
Right.
Put some on it.
Again, bitch, like, subscribe.
Who's that? I'm looking like Halloween Colonel Sanders. 11 herbs and spices. 11 inches of spice.
I think I thought it was really cute. Cool. I like his his music. The point of view was really, really cute. He has a couple of other tracks, so he's not fresh out of the water. He's he put out an EP back in 2022 for Ordination 2. I saw it was Gather, and there was an Ordination 1. It was that song, the KFC Sinatra, and another song that I totally dig from. I'm not gonna play that one, but I really, really dug up his music, and it was Triple Money. And there's another one in here that's really, really popular. And if I can find it, I will tell you, but I probably gonna share it after the show. A bitch can't find it. This is what happens when you're doing it on the fly. But yeah, he's a really cool artist. I'm gonna get into it. Y'all heard one of the tracks. We will put this link, after the show, so that way y'all have it. Check him out. Really, really dig him. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about him.
No, I mean, I like the visuals were fun. There's a lot of kind of pearl clutching moments there, but I think it might be his that might be his brand, maybe, or at least for the video, that was his brand. And I like skinned men, and that they 100% hate me, but but it's okay. That's fine. Like who you like, love who you love. But yeah,
I got one homeboy. This nigga was in Belgium, then like Mexico, then like Spain, then like Egypt or some shit. I don't know. I'm probably making half of those countries up, but the point is, he be gone all the time.
Worldwide outside guide.
Oh yeah, this gonna be a reoccurring segment for us here.
Reoccurring segment. Mine and his. So since I'm about to step this up. Armand is now employed on every trip imaginable. Every time friends tell me about he gone, they were like, "What? Armand ain't here." Like, I don't know until I message him like, "Yeah, what's going on?" I'm in Hawaii, Tahiti, I'm in the house. I'm like, "Thank you." All right. I need a ticket. So we decided to make this a
legs up or balls deep, baby. Pick one.
Ongoing segment called a worldwide outside guide. So you want to get some tips, you want to get some awesome places to go, music to check out, and also how to do it inside of a lean budget.
And can you put a bitch on?
Sort of lean budget.
sort of room.
With a jobber. With a jobber. Unless you got the cash to spend, but don't be asking your friends to fund the whole thing. That's not, it's not the trip to go on unless you got it like that and your friends is trying to bring you on that. My friends love me, but we know we don't do all. We play it smart, but we're not the Faith Negro Foundation.
No, well, that's true. That's true. But we make a way sometimes, But
Sometimes, depending on the trip, depending on the destination.
mhm. Yeah, I've our good friend Anthony has affectionately coined me the worldwide outside guy. Yeah. But yeah. So I'm about to pop on down to Houston and get me a little Cowboy Carter in my life. I'm about to go on down to the hoedown. You feel me? I'm about to go on down to the hoedown, and for as much as I hate taking my ass to Texas, I hate going down there.
Hey, wait a minute. I went to school in Texas.
I know you from down there, girl, but
Like-
y'all,
Like, bro,
what's up with the tolls? Like, what's that?
what were you talking about?
There's so many. Hey, let me tell you something, girl. I rented a car when I was down there for Afrotech. What was on the map 15 minutes away from the conventions turned out to be fucking Zelda fucking journey away from the damn.
Everything's a drive and a hike.
Oh, tell me about it. We're only getting fucking tolls away from everything.
It's
That part, and then like people like, oh, you gotta go around. So and make it take 5 hours to get there. Like, what are y'all? What? Like, no, thank you.
well, we good. I'm good.
And then this what kills me about places. The stone cold audacity to make somebody pay for parking somewhere. When it's Texas, bitch, it ain't nothing but space. What you mean pay for parking? Bitch, I done paid to come down here. To come.
Thank you, Larry. I know because I was a resident. I still go there for the holidays and whatnot because my family still lives there. Shout out to my folks up in Missouri City, Texas. I went to high school in Sugar Land, Texas, and I'm familiar with the area. And baby, it's all it is roads, barbecue.
Yeah, I don't appreciate that goof ass shit. Goofy shit.
Imagine the hookup culture.
Sure. Oh man, I couldn't even. Like,
Baby, when you want
if I drove 15 minutes to a fortnight to show up in your ass and that kid was shitty, or I'd be hot. Or I showed up and that spaghetti was a noodle, like no, I'd be hot. You know what I mean?
baby, I'm
And then on like, oh, I think this is cheap. Like, yeah, girl, because the gas 10 cents. I don't give a fuck. You done took it all back in tolls and parking. Yeah. So anyway, there is. I will endure it all for that lady. That lady that keep asking us for fucking money. I will endure it to go on down there. I'm going down with our good sis Amina and her sisters. And there we we're gonna get us some spaghetti popping. We're gonna get us some tyrant, popping. We're gonna get us some what's the one with Miley? Two most wanted or something like that.
yeah.
Really?
I know what they're gonna. You think she's gonna eventually release what she said she was gonna do before we had the fires? Because she hasn't reposted a new release date for that.
I thought it was the tour announcement. That was
Well,
the tour announcement was
But she would release another album and then she was going to go on.
Oh no. What her ass needs to do is she needs to release that goddamn Renaissance concert film. She needs to release that there.
No, you're right. She hasn't done that.
She needs to get on it.
I wonder what what the holdup is.
I don't know.
It's randomly anymore.
11 kids she got. I don't know.
Hate you.
I suspect 11 kids, they keep making our ass ask us for fucking money too. But I'm about to give her some more. But yeah, I'm gonna go on down to Houston and see the show. And then, you know, because the segment is the Worldwide Outside Guide, and we have found work, we can resume our hobbies. Yes, indeed. We got a whole list of artists that we are about to go and see. So let's just hit it from the top. You know, we just rose Beyonce up. She a little ways out. But we just rose to the top because that's that bitch, you know. So first, on tomorrow, we are taping on a Thursday. On tomorrow, going on down to the Warfield, I'm gonna see my good Brit rock, European rock fucking friends Ferdinand. Miss the boys that talk about Take Me Out. I'm going bop to that. The little Reaper are gonna go with me. Time.
No.
Yeah. Do you know them? Hear me? Take me out.
I heard that. I didn't heard it. I didn't know it was the roof name. Sorry about that.
Yeah, Franz Ferdinand. And then we go on to see the good sis Duran Bernard. We're gonna run up to Portland to see him. You know, hello to my Portland friends, and see that show, and you know, spend some time in a nice hotel room and be a hoe and eat some good food, and you know, talk some shit with the homies. You know, so that should be a good time. What's that? The weekend of April 26th. So in a few weeks. And then Cowboy Carter comes. First of all, then we gotta go somewhere and catch the illustrious, the goofy
Miss shit.
show. Goddamn, we gotta go see her. I go see her drop the N-bomb, talk about them crackhead children, talk about everything. Yeah.
The world.
We went and saw her at the Palace of Fine Arts.
Yeah. Oh, I enjoyed the hell out of her. I really did enjoy the hell out of her. I know her show that on.
Which one? You mean the show or the podcast? Because I've been listening to her podcast. That's what's good.
Her show did that on.
Oh, really? Is it? She always, you know, in the podcast they're talking about her taping and stuff. She talks about that a lot.
Yeah, her show is season 5. Yeah, season 5 is she already had a trailer for it. Yep.
Oh, sure.
That's a new one. This Pat show is.
Somebody told me that it's on Netflix now.
It's because I thought it was only on Prime.
Prime?
Yeah, Amazon Prime Video.
Prime?
That's what I watch it on.
Oh, do you watch it on the Prime channel? Because I thought it was only on BET Plus. Somebody told me it's on Netflix.
I watch it on Prime. It is on YouTube TV. It is also on BET Plus. Yeah. So she's getting around. She's on the spread out, and I love this. And I've girl too. I'll go over now.
Yeah, Miss Pat. And then lastly but not least, I go up for these, like, you know them. The yeahs. They on the road again. So I don't know where I'm going to see that show. It is sold out almost at every city. And you know, it's sold out in San Francisco. You know, we're gonna have to get some resale tickets for that because I'm not missing that show. All right. I went down to the Greek Theater and that fucking wild ass sloped fucking lawn they got on a bum ass knee to see these folks. And I intend to be in good health, and I'm going to see their ass again. Because I don't know if y'all heard Mosquito, the album. I don't know if y'all had heard It's Blitz, the latest album. Like, they consistently got bops for you to fucking rock out to. And You can't fuck with Karen. Oh, that bitch is the truth. She is so fucking good at what she does.
What song you recommend for the audience?
For the audience, I just say sit down with the whole album. I say sit down with Mosquito.
Well, I'm afraid, you know,
My
a
favorite.
lot of the motherfuckers who ain't got patience. So if they need a sample, what's the sample song?
Mosquito.
You know,
Her album. It's a track called Mosquito from the album Mosquito.
and so you're on a location where you don't be seeing them yet, right?
No, but they're touring the country. Like, if I'm trying to see it on a weekend,
Mhm.
I'll probably catch it in Nashville because that's gonna be on a weekend in Nashville. If during the week, if I feel like trying to do it during the week, I'll try to just catch it. They're gonna do it at Tiffany when they do it here. So
Oh, really cool.
yeah, and that's my hobby, y'all. I love to travel to see a show. I mean, I love going to live shows, period. But like going, you know, hell, internationally to see a show, like that's my thing. Like when SZA was touring SOS, I went to see her in Switzerland. When for the Renaissance tour, I went and saw that in Paris. Like, fuck. Duran Bernard, me and some friends went and saw him in Berlin. Another one of my bands is Little Dragon. You know, Lord. Oh man, they're so fucking good. I love them so much. Oh my god, they're so great. But yeah, I likes to get out of town and see a show.
Yeah.
It's good. I can get out of town, see a show, and be a hoe.
Now tell me about what, you know, why go out of town for a show versus, you know,
I mean, if you think about it, in a lot of cases here lately, and as was the case with Renaissance SOS, the international ticket price was oftentimes less, or they were more readily available
yeah.
than a show in the US. And even if you think about it, if I'm gonna go and see a show in the US, like a place that might be readily available is, I don't know, shit, like Cincinnati or some shit. Like, I don't want to go into Cincinnati for nothing. No. So, but if, you know, tickets are readily available in Paris for Beyonce, yeah, okay, yeah, let's go and get a flight, in a hotel. You know, let some French man fuck the shit out of you, or you fuck the shit out of some French man, you know, before she go on the stage and after she get off. Like, why not?
Why not?
The fuck not?
Enjoy you.
Yeah, enjoy yourself, treat yourself. You can. Shit, right. Go on over to Zurich and let, you know, some goofy ass white man, like, you know, treat you like a king.
Like, cause I like one of the things I like about going out of town is, bitch, that I can get out of my space. And I don't know many places in the U.S. where the ticket is even remotely reasonable. I'm gonna go to a concert. I'm gonna go look around, actually go somewhere, and enjoy more than just the concert.
Oh yeah.
You know, and now you
That's
do
why I recommend it.
that was a whole experience, and you probably pay less money, and it'd be more worthwhile. And
I mean, I'm not gonna say, once you done threw in a plane ticket in a couple nights at the hotel or Airbnb, right? You're not gonna pay less money in total, but you're going to have a better experience overall. And once you kind of get into that, like adding that into like, you know, the overall kind of like, you know, expenditure of it all, value of the experience, the value of seeing Paris in shambles because Beyonce is there. Like,
I can relate.
the value of that is insane. Like, these people are about to get these London shows. Like, she's doing Paris again. People are about to get these shows. Like, just just to be there in that time, and like, you know, you'll undoubtedly see people that are there just for that. Like I saw her for On the Run 2 in Cologne, Germany, and was running across people while I was out like sightseeing, like, that were obviously there for Beyonce, and just like the little kind of like, kind of like sync up that you're like, oh, you ever Beyonce? Oh, I ever Beyonce too. Like, just a little, you know, just that little thing is also kind of like part of the experience, and what I highly recommend, like that little shit. Yeah. But yeah, so we about to be in the skies and in the seats again.
Ron will take some pictures. He's gonna share some moments, so that way y'all can.
We're not doing none of that.
Well, if you
I'm not taking no pictures. Y'all can buy a ticket and y'all can buy a flight and see it yourself.
we do show y'all SOL, then so
Oh, shit out of luck.
we just repeated, and if y'all interested, then
But you know, you some videos though, friend. I'm just not gonna be in.
like, cause like they have to know it's like, okay, you tell us all these cool ass places, then I'm just about to use my imagination. And you are.
Yeah, because what you wait.
You know very well people ain't got that in their head. Like you were trying to paint a picture, but it's like the picture sounds expensive, and the picture sounds like my black ass and never get there.
Well,
I got EBT, McDonald money, a Dollar Tree money. I ain't got none of this fucking money.
well,
I don't know how to make. I don't even know how to make it work. My friends go with me. How much that shit cost? Like, how much poker bill I got to pack? Do I go, like when I do this on a group call, a group trip, is this fucking feasible? And what the fuck I'm gonna see? Like, there was one video where this woman said, I'm gonna show her one good day. She was like, "Hi, y'all. This is and question to the
all the things after the games on how we afford blood.
how you phone
Was
Specifically for my gay male friends. Where the fuck do y'all be getting all this money from? Why do y'all have so much money?
money is the fun.
Sure,
Yeah.
put a girl on, like, because they don't. And like, I think this is really like that's why I'm pushing so much for this, is because a lot of folks don't think it's so unattainable, where it's actually obtainable. Which I want this segment. I really thought that the segment was important, because so many people, especially me, real like y'all before, like during COVID, I thought no one's gonna be wrong. Like I was like, I'm gonna snap back out of this, and it took me at least a year or two to even find a new rhythm to go outside again. Go so nothing was selling me on going anywhere. Like I when I started seeing my friends going somewhere and pictures and whatnot, then I start to feel like that. Okay, I want to engage. And before I just didn't. Got to see a whole bunch of the hoes that on my Instagram, and that shit is fake as fuck. I'm not, I usually don't scroll across it because I'm like, the doing's not doing for me. But like, and so, but I am gonna like, there's some places I've been. I'm gonna share with y'all, because it like not everything gonna cost you, your whole entire.
No, and like for me personally, when I'm out there, I'm traveling. For me, like I've been doing this, like it's been a hobby of mine. Like I did like a summer study abroad, like my junior year of college. That shit unlocked my mind. Like just like we were there for like almost 10 weeks, and we would have class from like Monday till Thursday, the whole of weekend. And like, even like if you didn't have an early class on Monday, you could travel anywhere in fucking Europe that you can get to and back in time for your first class on the weekends, however you want to, please. Like you could fly, you had like a rail pass, like you can go up and down the UK. You could do whatever the fuck you wanted to. And we did, right? And so like just kind of like put that travel spirit on me. And like that was college. So we weren't busting the budget. We weren't going fucking to Paris and like, balling like a dog. We weren't like doing none of that. It was more about like, how we can go over here, have a little fun, like real right quick, see something, you know, put something in culturally in our mind, go have like a moment and come back and stuff like that. And that's really how I do it now. Like I don't really go, I don't be trying to like I hear people like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go all the way over there. I need to take 5 weeks off work. Like, bitch, no, you don't shut your dumb ass up. You sound so dumb.
But
Like, weeks to be off work and 5 weeks to go over here and pay for somewhere else to stay. And like, do you got that kind of money?
but you don't remember, some people don't paint pictures like that online. Like not everyone in that picture. I'm like some people like it sounds far fetched and impossible, especially like depending on what you know. If you feel like a real world,
It's impossible for you to slide to Tokyo, especially on the West Coast. It's not impossible for you to slide to Tokyo for 7 days, 6 nights, and not blow through all of your PTO time. It's
but for some people they just can't put those tracks together, and I think that's what this setting is really important. It's like okay, make them like not even just the math. Okay, what's the ways for me to make this shit work? Because like let's not like
I'll tell you how to string together them PTO days. I can tell you how to do that for sure.
like, I mean, but like even with my aunt, you know, hey Tracy, like she's been trying to get to San Francisco for 4 years. It's just domestically in San Francisco. And single mother that has so many responsibilities, and I'll go.
That's a 3-hour flight from shit. You know, she could be over here,
But
she would be in San Francisco
okay,
by happy hour on Thursday. And we can send her ass up out of here on the red eye on Sunday night. She'd been came over and had a good ass time. In just that amount of time.
I'm going to bring her on the show so you can go ahead and run that task for so hard. See, and I get the reply, and I guarantee you, we're gonna put a poll up. Want to show us good? Your show is. So we will be how many
Everyone doing.
that, and then be like, nigga, what you talking about? It was like, I got one kid who's handicapped. I gotta make sure my daddy can't. My daddy gotta do this. I gotta get out. In this motherfucking job says that you need to be here every day, all day, and call and make sure you call twice before you leave.
There's a lot of restrictions. I don't know how to work around that except for calling off.
Sorry. So, but I know for some people it's like, okay, if I know that I can make this thing work, then they get more motivated to actually try to make time for it. But it's like, but if it's like for them, it's like, oh, fly here. They're like, what is that? Especially like my aunt, she ain't flew nowhere for vacation before, ever in her life. Like she's only gone on an airplane just for work. She's never ever like it doesn't compute. And that's why I think about like people in my family and whatnot. Like I want to think like,
We need to fly Trace on down to Port Farms for a taco guy.
no, I'm like this. That's the sad part though. Especially, we're privileged as 2 Black men that are able to do it, but there's some Black ass families, some Black ass people where this is a very far fetched.
And trust me, I know. I've seen it. I've heard it. That's kind of like where they're like, oh, you go for 2 weeks. So that's where I've heard that shit before. Well, yeah, and trust me, a lot of my advice is gonna be like you gonna have to want to do it. You gonna have to you gonna be low on sleep. But when you slide back into your regular schedule, your sleep. All right, let's say Tracy did that little schedule that I had for her. When she done with her day on Monday night, she gonna sleep like a damn baby, and she gonna be dreaming about all this good food, all them laughs, all that good time that she just had. Is she gonna sleep like a rock? Because you don't pushed it, and you don't had you don't came out here to have a time. As the meme said a while ago. But yeah, it's all possible. And like I said, a lot of my advice is gonna be for the people who got unlimited PTO time. The remote worker. Like a lot of the tips that I could give or advice that I could give would be geared towards them. But you.
And even the folks like if y'all, even if if y'all young and you're still in college, just there's a way. Like for instance, if you live over across the water and say Virginia or Atlanta or something like that, it ain't that expensive to hop on a plane and come to California and be able to have access to not one environment, but 4 or 5 different environments. This is one of the few places where you can come and get on the beach at the same weekend that you can drive it to slow.
Yeah.
This is one of those places that you get that luxury, or you can go and hightail it and drink some wine at sunset. This is one.
But also, but for people on the Eastern Seaboard, London and the Caribbean are like a short flight away. Like, like it's just, I mean, you gotta want to go. I mean, like that's a given for travel. You talking about traveling, I assume that you want to do it. You want to go.
But like, and what helped me out is like I break it down. It's like, okay, like if I'm gonna do a vacation, how many things I can do in this time period? And it's like, okay, if I know I can do all these things in this time period, then bet I can make this happen. Or, it's like, like sometimes people just need that easy 1, 2, 3, easy bake oven kind of solution where it's like, okay, I'm not this amount of days, I can make this work. Or it's going to be me and some crew member. How are we going to make me and crew members work? Okay,
I would hate to blow through all my 10 days of PTO down in fucking Myrtle Beach. You could just slit my throat.
Pensacola, the Redneck River.
You could slit my fucking throat.
You can care for that, or you can leave me in the mud where you found.
Where'd you look for?
You can care for all that's in the back. I'm not eating, I'm not buying it, I'm not taking a dunk in that shit. Like even here, I'm looking here, like being like in Louisiana, like my aunt has to fly from Louisiana. And so you have to there's no direct flight.
Oh, that's right. That's normal.
Here's a little trick. Like they say, if you go on an off one, you go on an off period and build your trip around off period. Like it would cost $300 for my aunt to fly from Louisiana to here. She do next month. $300. Now, in that $300 she made, she already got a place to stay.
Mm-hmm.
No, she ain't got no money.
Spacious. She ain't gonna be talking to nobody. She got her own quarters and bathroom and stuff.
And then you already have someone who actually happen to know the area, so so that way they can maximize the time that you have.
Can't tell you what to do and what not to waste your time on.
Tell a couple places to let you experience, and that's the good thing. Like that's what I highly recommend on most vacation. Go to a place where you have a lot of experiences condensed in a space.
Mm-hmm.
Like I highly recommend. At least it's something I do. I'm going off season because I like to go where I have space to go do shit. Like I don't like to be crowded, sitting on top of people and whatnot. I feel like I'm herding cattle. Not my J. Like, you just be in a crowded ass place and everybody is there for this gear. And it's not fun anymore. It's not fun as you wanted to be because you just piled around a bunch of people that you're trying to fucking leave.
Yeah, you can't around like Rome or Athens. Like, yeah, this is too many fucking evil. Too many other goofy bitches there, yeah.
But like, for instance, I flew from here to Madrid. It cost me $600, and I had my boyfriend to stay with. Like, not everyone else want to stay somewhere, but bitch, be social. That's the whole thing about the birds about your network, so that way you have people in other places that you can actually go and have experiences with. Because there's a windows of way if you plan it and you save you have some place to save your money, you have the experience that you thought you could never afford.
Go be honest. International. You left the pussy a long time ago, but international pussy like it. Go be. Do you know how which way, bro?
And you know what? And part of the outside God, it's gonna be on that too. Like that, like there's a swingers convention that happens every year in New Orleans. Straight swingers convention. It's one of the biggest conventions in the U.S.
You're not talking about Spilling and Decadence, are you?
No, that's this actually is swingers convention. They take over the entire convention area of a hotel. They put all mattresses in there. And so I actually watched this on Our Girl. Alan Lepore.
Who?
On Alan Lepore.
Oh, you try.
Nothing.
You trying to say Christian Amanpour.
I don't know why it bothered me. This woman, she like.
Well, just don't say her name. Let somebody else say her name for you.
Well, before I get on the show, y'all, I'm gonna ask for prayer and pronunciation. And so, yeah, this was she actually hired I just
Oh, so what Christian Amanpour talking about? Talking about the swingers convention for?
so because she had a documentary called "For Sex Around the World," and one of them was the sex.
Okay. I remember.
Yeah, but that was one of them in New Orleans. It is one of the biggest ones, which is kind of funny though. Like all these fucking Republicans and all these conservative ass bitches, like, have y'all not been? Because y'all act like y'all was so dusty that y'all never that your legs just strike matches.
You said the opportune word, as we don't learn about, these folks know what signal is. You said the opportune word, acting like. You're just acting like it's a lie. They lying. They like it.
There are 3,000 to 5,000 people who show up at the swingers convention. You have at least 50% chance you're gonna find the body part that you want. Like you and your wife can literally actively share everybody in the fucking room. Nobody taking you for it. Don't be like, I never understood why. This goes back and loop into my little rant over here. Little way to say, well, like, it just drives me up the fucking wall. Actually, before I get into that, y'all, sorry, we haven't said this in a while. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to us. We know we going. If you want to see more, we're gonna clean this shit up. But at the same time, we'll be cleaning up, mopping around and giving y'all the most for your eyeballs. Please
Don't you let these people think that our show need to be cleaner. We're doing fine. We're doing fine.
sometimes
The audio was fantastic. The visuals were great. I'm looking cute. Just had an interview today. We're getting the work. You know, we're doing fine. We're doing great.
one day I'll do it. A fine box, right?
One motherfucking day, bitch. Soon. We're gonna make
You know, and that's called
Laura, you could make it pop, friend. Don't you even fucking worry.
I go to my fucking rant, my next fucking rant over here. I'm not, I was going to a tangent. I'm going to skip the tangent and just go right into my fucking rant. And
We down here in the in our 2 cents.
our 2 cents over here.
Yeah.
So,
Take it away, friend.
you know, like I'm still on these job streets right now, and it's just, you know, the frustration and the venting helps. So today's frustration for the class and is repost for internal hire. Forgot this part because I have been working for so long and been fortunate enough to either been full-time employed or freelance. And I've been freelancing most of my career. I mentioned this before, and just plain ignorant about this. And like, why are these jobs already say 100 people and click on it in after 10 minutes? And I'm like, here they got spam bots and hit these motherfuckers, or this was an old job that got reposted. Either somebody got fired, it didn't work out. Or, oh yeah, I forgot. Internal hire. And I'm just sitting here like boo boo the fool, like, oh, I'm thinking I ain't got a chance in the world because I'm sitting here like, what am I missing here? What's missing in my ingredient here? Am I not like? And so, you know, I went back and started looking this up as to why is a thing, why is this fucking the thing in the first place? You know, and I started looking at it, it's like, you know, the pros and cons about why they call it internal recruitment. And, you know, for them, I get it. It's you know, for them to reduce hiring times and onboarding and whatnot. You ain't got to onboard nobody. You already know the shit. You just got to, you know, they just go to a different department and they probably already know everybody in that department. And it does save money. It increase, you know, the engagement is, you know, is pretty good because now they're more amped to do, you know, to be more in your job when it's fresh, you know. And then also, it's so like, this is part of what frustrates me. And this is part of why I think the job force in this clusterfuck that they in right now, or we in right now, is that you're seeing the ramifications of when employers were not giving raises, they were just giving higher titles. Your salary didn't move. And now you're looking at the job force with a whole bunch of titles that don't match up the job description because probably They were just handing out titles more than they were handing out raises. And so you're sitting up here I'm looking at jobs, your job postings. I'm like, how does that fit in my job description? I ain't never done shit like this. And why would I want to do shit like this? And it's just, and I was like, that could be the issue. Is you're not applying for something you're qualified for. You're applying for things that other people are qualified for that go to get the job before you because they're already there. Or they have opportunities to go massage their resume or massage what they got in the profile system in their company and just plain old make it work, make it make sense, even though it shouldn't. It should make sense. But it does for them. And so it's been getting under my crawl because I'm bearing the brunt of the negative side of it, which is you switch here and you start to feel like you're second guessing your work, you're second guessing how you're presenting yourself, you're second guessing everything. You start to go back to rethink about your self worth. Like, am I asking for too much money, or am I not saying the right words? And more likely you were saying all the right words.
Yeah.
But what's also happening in consideration, it's not all you. We would like to think it's us. It's not all of them. Some of these employers are just looking for data aggregation. You're just data so they can add the reports like, oh, we had this amount of people who was interested in our jobs. And it really wasn't a job there to be had.
I remember that little piece right there. That little piece of like, I felt like, I was getting some interviews and I would just feel like, were you really going to hire me, or was I just the Black person that you needed to interview to check the box? You're a Black person, Yeah, I mean, I've worked on the other side of it. I mean, I've not worked in recruitment, but I've worked in like strategic workforce planning. So like trying to understand how, if you're developing products, like, and you got a roadmap of products, like how you get the engineering staff and staff in general to like, once one product is launched, how you restaff them on, projects and just kind of keep your people working and that sort of thing. So I've worked in that space, and what comes with that is like, okay, you've got headcount, you've got some people that are, you got some attrition, you got some additional needs that you need met, from a staffing perspective. So you have to work with HR and recruitment and that stuff to like figure out how to strategically have all that group click in together in a just-in-time kind of way, to efficiently spend money and budgets that you have, right? And in working with HR and the recruitment folks, you bump up against kind of like what you're talking about with, there's a requisition out there, a job out there that really shouldn't have been posted. I was trying to tell you this earlier. It shouldn't have been posted because behind the scenes in Workday or behind the scenes in fucking whatever goofy ass fucking system they're using for ATS and like that sort of thing, and to get Rex out there to the open market, somebody hit the right button, and then a job that was supposed to be internal only came to the open market, or like you were also alluding to, it's a repost, or it's a ghost, or it's a job to help them build a pipeline of candidates that they could interview or call on, because they see in this roadmap that they have a gap staffing coming up. So now they've got a pipeline of people to interview that could potentially click into those open positions, or they already know somebody that they're going to hire, but for compliance reasons, maybe because I don't know if the shit matters in his movie was fucking Sweet Trail 47 in office. But, but they have federal kind of compliance that have to go out there and they have to interview some people, i.e. they got to waste somebody out his time. They already, even though they already have. So they have a requisition that they have to put out there because of some compliance reasons. And they fully know they're going to grab somebody to interview and effectively waste their time. Now, in that scenario, the best case scenario is that, okay, we already know who we want to hire, but we probably have headcount coming and we need the same skill set. If you by chance happen to still be in the market by the time that headcount, that extra headcount comes into play, then we've already done a couple interviews with you. We already know you. Like this job could be yours faster than it would have been. But that's when that stuff is all working, in a perfect world. That's when that stuff is clicking and working how it's supposed to.
I wish everything was that was the case right now, but I think that we are dealing with a particular, I would say, job generation where I think that we don't have that same protocol. I think that even though we carry around with this, I truly believe that we start to build a lot of these things out of gamification. Where I think that I think that's true for politics, and I think it's true for the job market right now. I think that I've seen a lot of these buzzwords about hands-on and unicorns, and I was like, if you're looking for a unicorn, bitch, then what the fuck are you?
Oh, I had that very same thought in my mind just now. If you're looking for a unicorn,
What are you?
then hiring manager, what are you? Are you? If I'm the unicorn, then I need to come in here making the most money.
Right.
But I doubt that's going to be what happens if I have to work under you, hiring manager. You're not going to pay me as the unicorn more money than you make.
And I want to know what the fuck the unicorn is, because I'm like, even with the hands-on thing, we talked about this in another episode. I'm like, I didn't know when it was in vogue to not be hands-on. I've never been in a job where it's just a supervisory role. As a creative director, as a creative lead, I don't remember any part of my 20-something career when I just had a completely hands-off role, or nor did I want one. And I'm like, it just beyond me, and the gamification of it all. I don't want to pass go get points in the Sonic rings. I don't really care to get to get your galaxies and your
about trying to collect the Mario coins. I mean, I'm trying to collect the coins, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like, I just, I'm like, I really frustrated with how we've turned the industry into. And I think that it's that's going to backfire tremendously, is because, the gamification does, like video games, they are the creation of a mind of a person or people. And so, for every scenario, it has to have a defined direction or an endpoint. And that endpoint is always known by the people who programmed the actual game itself. That's just like any game. The house always wins because the house builds it. So you think about the same thing with, with the job market. The house always wins. However, I'm not sure if the house is winning in this point. Because again, what we just said, if you're looking for a unicorn, how can you spot one if you're not one? Like, if you're looking for all these things that you aspire for the company to have, then why don't you have it already? How do you, you're building something that you never had in the first place. So how do you know how to build it if you never had it? So it's all right now. The only thing I am getting from it is that you have the aspiration of it. And if your company has been around for so long, then that aspiration should be going hand in left. It's divorce. That's like saying your marriage is going to work after 40 years of trying and you're still miserable. Then the marriage has to go. I was like, you got either you grow up or you grow out of it. I think the same thing about the job market is like, how long does the gamification, work for this job force? Because right now, what I look at, what frustrates me the most, especially go back to this internal hiring thing, is that I don't even have to be be any of these things. I just gotta say I am. I was like, that's the gamification for me. Is I look at like, any social media. I don't have to be rich. I don't have to be traveling the world. I just have to look like I do. My life doesn't have to be cool. I just have to sell you the idea that my life is cool. And I think that's where my comfort level comes from. Like, I ain't gotta act cool, bitch. I am. Like, maybe that's why I'm so fucking calm about stuff. Because like, I don't have to pretend like a ratchet ass bitch sometimes. I'm a ratchet ass bitch sometimes. Well, but
Pretty girl at heart.
you gotta work. I ain't gotta pretend like I'm talking out the side of my mouth. I do. I ain't gotta pretend like I can fucking cook. I can.
Yeah.
I ain't gotta pretend like I can edit a video, bitch. I can. Like, it's just one of those things that get frustrated with me because I feel like that the people who can are getting out heard and outseen by the people who cannot. And that's where I think the gamification of the job market is going to see a really big problem, is because it's not going to be no longer about the skill set. It's about winning the game of actually selling yourself. And most designers I know, I've seen these ads, it's like, yeah, learn how to sell yourself. Do it. You're looking for a fucking unicorn. That means you got to look. That means you got to do more than me they're showing it to you, because last time I checked, I don't know, a lot of fucking unicorns in the club. Just with glitter horns and hooves. Like, the bitches are right now getting ready for that same glitter ball in the club on tomorrow night. Like, so we could, like, I say that because yes, I can cosplay a fucking unicorn. Doesn't make me a unicorn, but what makes a unicorn is that you can witness they can do more than the average bear, and that means you have to look and pay attention. And I'm my job, I'm like, we talked about this privately of like, when you start talking to people, especially in an interview, and they're asking questions that were already on your website. I was like, so you're getting, I'm like,
I mean, look.
yeah, I was like there was one, somebody I used to work for. I first felt comfort in him asking, and he was dead on. I liked the way he asked because it felt like I was welcome to be able to share it with him. And he asked me, he's like, "Are you dyslexic?" I was like, I sat there for a second. I was like, and it felt relieving that it wasn't only to beat around the bush with it. At the same time, this wasn't a discovery. You can go on my website and click on About Me, and it says right there. Because it says, the title says, "Different, not defective."
Oh.
Literally tells you about my condition, and it tells you when you want to see it from me. And I've displayed it here. If you go to my website, I do tell you, because I'm very transparent about who I am as a person. And I also know that I'm not the only one who's experiencing these things. And one of the things about not seeing it is, and it allowed me to build fear around it. And that's what I think is a unicorn. Like, I need to be like, I can't just go look at your website and I heard a recruiter say, "What? We don't know how many people. I mean, what have you done this work?" Well, if you know how to find a unicorn, bitch, then you pretty much should be able to know or ask the question to get the answer. Why am I serving it to you in a plate? Why am I in like this? The gamification just sounds like another structure that I've seen every other bro create. That's what it feels like. I feel like I'm sitting here in a gamifying bro off right now. And so that's my frustrating thing about this job market. And
Yeah, and this is something else I've heard about the current state of the job market. It's a lot of things are true about the current state of the job market. Like, it's, people love to be like, "Oh, it's very competitive." And it's like, I don't know if it's competitive. I think it's oversaturated.
for sure.
Of course we've got, people doing anything and everything to harness AI and get rid of actual people, because people are a difficult thing to deal with in the line of whatever your business pursuits are. So like, that's happening. But one of the things that was interesting to me to hear was that I've heard, because of what happened during the COVID era, like the whole like quiet quitting, or the whole like, going home or remote work, the whole great resignations, especially the great resignation, these jobs, these employers, they're pissed. They pissed about that shit. They pissed about what went on back then. They pissed about that pendulum swang in the employees' favor. Like they pissed about them high salaries they had to pay during that time. They pissed about it.
Very.
And so as it has swung back in their direction, aided by their push for AI and the proliferation of AI, like they're having a time in the employer's market. They're having their cake and eating it too, kind of thing, under the guise that it's competitive out there. I'm like, no, it's just too many people being thrust into like just total fucking employment chaos. It's people, who are competing for jobs that's paying money that they would never have worked.
No.
And so, it's just these kind of like rearrangements and shifts of people and just people kind of struggling to come to terms with like, even having to shift careers into something else. And like, with the shift in career, like how do I maintain, an income that I'm used to? Like that's on people's necks right now. How
I think you're gonna see it as like right now we're heading towards moving season. I think that we're gonna start seeing that in the housing market and the rental market as like, okay, how many people are actually, moving to bigger spaces or downsizing? And then the thing is it plays into like, landlords, like, are you gonna be able to have the same way that you were before? Because
Right.
landlords are smaller. So, like the thing is that has a trickle down effect. And a lot of people who are higher executives typically can have the investment properties. So therefore they're going to be the ones that looks at it like, oh shit, like, okay, now the stress is on you because when people were passing around titles and whatnot, because y'all couldn't afford bonuses, y'all couldn't afford, pay bumps, you gave out titles, and those titles then amount to the amount of money you were paying. And now you have lower, you have to settle their core standard. And then when you start looking at higher standard, you already assume that they're lying already because you already dealt with the people who lied to get there, or embellished truth, if you want to call it, or return effect, So I think that's what we're seeing a lot of in this, how the market is saturated, because I think that there's a certain level of people did what they have to do to get in where they fit in. And I think that again, going back to people who have sat down and played the Bachelor game and waited for everybody else to come to them and serve them up what they want to hear, give them the plate of food they want to eat, instead of looking at how do I make the recipe that works for my company? Because the thing is that you're going in a shop, it's like you're going to IKEA and buying the same thing that the stage setup looks like. You didn't decorate shit. You just bought what the room looked like in the show. Like that's not that, like you didn't do anything. You did exactly what the marketing wanted you to do. Buy the package.
Right,
So
right.
I bought the full package. You don't know how to build though. So that's the difference between somebody who knows how to make a full home cooked meal and microwave. The thing, like either you can microwave or make reservations, but you can't make a meal. And so that's the same premise. Is like, well, people are like, I question the skill set of people who do hiring nowadays. And I'm thinking about other psychologists. I'm like, how well can you build ingredients? Can you cook? Do you know timing? Do you know how to build something that actually works efficiently? Because the first thing I think of is food, music. I think about things that actually are complicated enough where you can just modulate. There's a difference between, having a set of lyrics and singing a song. Lyrics ain't a song. You need a voice, melody, and like songs are feeling. Song is a motive. You can see a lyric, but you don't know how the lyric will be sung. It could be a riff, it could be a whoa, it could be a lot of things, but it just says whoa on it. That's a difference, So that's the same thing with a job market. Or you're looking for lyrics, or you're looking for a song. Because not everybody can sing a song. A lot of people can write lyrics and they're good at it. But not everybody can do both. That's a unicorn. So if you don't know how to do that, if you can't even bake bread and have the time to actually successfully take ingredients and turn it into a meal that you can nourish you and the people around you, then I don't have any faith that you know how to organically build the group that you want to call a unicorn. That's my 2 cents on that.
So I guess it's me, huh? It's me turn.
You turn home.
You know, I get hot about lighthearted shit. So let's get into it. United. If you don't sit your funky ass down somewhere with them tires popping off every goddamn where, you had the good gold plate. What you done had the good audacity to come up here talking about you taking away my changing my club lounge access. Bitch, what are you talking about? These goofy hoes gonna write to me talking about it's our your club, some stupid shit talking about like I don't know what fucking empty-headed ass fucking Trump fucking communication person wrote this fucking email. The email came across like your club card benefits are always getting better. And I'll read them like, oh, like where they go? Like, you know, like we can get a bottle of shampoo every time we roll, a little mini bottle of shampoo every time we roll you. What's up, bitch? No, bitch, actually, you can't even go over there no more. So they wrote me talking about, oh, your benefits are always getting better. We're always trying to improve them. So starting on X date, you no longer have access via your United Club, card. You no longer have access to partner lounges.
Excuse me? Is this thing on?
Right. What?
Excuse me?
Meanwhile, the annual fee is $5.95. And you're talking about taking away? You're talking about taking away benefits?
Look.
I mean, it's actually put the tire on the plane first.
Can we work?
Don't do this, because we can just buy a ticket elsewhere. And then the gold-plated balls on these bitches.
We do.
I get another message from Chase, who runs the fucking United Club card, talking about, oh, we're increasing your benefits. You'll get, forget what the fuck it was something that was like, oh, okay, that's cool. But I'm like, these other goofy hoes over here talking about they took away the partner club access. Basically, partner club access applies when you're international, and United ain't got their raggedy ass over there with a fucking lounge. Like, their partners have the lounge, so you would be able to go to the partner lounge.
So it's all bumming, just bumming a spot.
Bumming a spot. But see, this the good shit I hate with fucking airlines. Like, let's say you have a co-branded card. Let's just say you have a Platinum Amex, like a Delta Platinum Amex, right? When you buy a reward ticket or you're doing something on like Delta, you bought it from Delta, but it's on their partnership. Like, let's say maybe a club, something, or like a flight or something. They have the audacity to tell you like, oh, well, only your benefits apply over here to like Delta stuff. Like, even though you bought the ticket with us, like our partners won't honor your perks. Like, what the fuck you mean, bitch? I want shit from you. Like, make them honor this shit. Like, what you Delta, bitch? Like, make them hoes do what the fuck you tell them to do. Like, what you mean? It's same thing fucking United. So now you can't make your fucking partners fucking honor fucking your club card access. This is the highest fucking card you fucking got. And meanwhile, Chase writing me talking about, oh, we're at benefit. And I'm like, you don't say nothing about these bitches taking that shit away. But then you're talking about, oh, but your membership fee, your yearly membership fee, it's going to $6.95 now. I'm like, bitch, $6.95? Drugs. I have some drugs. $6.90. Do you gotta change this card to something else? What?
Oh, man, they got you.
Yeah, they got me fucked up.
They got you. They got your ass. Fuck.
They got me fucked up, bro.
Like, it's like how about I just build my own lounge?
I can't wait to have a good break tomorrow because it's on my list right here, right now to call their ass. Like I can't. It's good. It's right here, right the fuck here to call their ass and be like, no, bitch, you can refund me my motherfucking. You can refund me my annual fee. You goofy hoe.
Because what am I doing in here? I'm not.
What the fuck I got this shit for?
Like, you can't go in like useful.
I ain't go in the lounge when I'm overseas. And then added some little goofy shit and raise the fee. Like, no. If you was gonna raise the fee, you could have added the little shit that you was gonna and kept the fucking lounge access the way it was supposed to fucking be.
I'm done.
If you want to raise the price.
I'll be
That's like that stupid shit that fucking consumer packaged goods is doing. Like the price is the same or more, but fucking Nabisco the bag in the fucking same size box. Are y'all hoes on drugs?
It's like the Dollar Tree of shit. Like
It's like the Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree that's open slightly smaller, but it look the same.
Yeah.
That's basically what you got Dollar Tree.
Y'all got me fucked
Y'all
up.
got Dollar Tree.
I can't.
So y'all know if y'all gotta get y'all letter in the mail,
call
call their ass.
the ass. Y'all hoes that be on the Twitters and the socials, like the ass up on the social. You're like, nah, bitch. Nope. You and Chase and I are fixing to sit here and play Murphy. Not for no $700 a fucking year. Bitch, you better come suck my dick for $700.
Like, bitch, you better bring me a chair the moment I step foot in the goddamn
The
airport.
moment I see you need to have somebody chauffeur me the fuck around that bitch. Are y'all?
Give me a personal golf cart the moment I ain't gotta walk. I get out of my car. You gotta come get me, and then you gonna put me in this golf cart. I ain't gonna walk nowhere. You gonna stop to every food place I want, and you gonna shuttle me to a space where I can commune my black ass to myself. Even if I gotta stay in your office.
Yeah. You ain't got no lounge over here. Well, your office at home. I'm about to put my feet up on your goddamn desk, ho. It's so ridiculous, bro. Like just the thought of like, I just wonder what it's like to be employed at these places and be in the meetings where you're trying to figure out what you're doing with the prices and I don't even have to wonder this. I used to work in pricing early in my fucking career. I don't quite remember where we were just in the fucking meetings about like a rate increase and the people just be like, well, just raise it up. They just gotta pay it. Like, nah, we used to be trying to figure out how to not impact the customer. It just seemed like y'all just at the fucking meeting. Y'all was like, well, fuck it. They just gotta pay more. Like, with what, ho? With what? The eggs are 1 million a pack. Like, where is it coming from? The orange juice is $5 for 16 ounces now. It used to be fucking 64 ounces. Now it's 16 ounces and it's $5. Like, where is it coming from? Where do you want it to come from? You want me to snatch it out my fucking ass?
They do. They do. It's like, you know what? Get some crumbs in there because we ain't got enough. We scraped. Your ass like a pap smear hole.
But that's my rant. That's what y'all can keep it. Could have put that in Get Out of My Face. We could have put a lot of shit in Get Out of My Face on today.
Do you know what? We don't have that for next episode, but I got a lot of Get Out of My Faces to and it's gonna be half these niggas that's on my damn call list. You know, oh my god! But that's for a different episode, a different time. For right now, we're gonna tell y'all we love you. Like, subscribe. We'll love you even more if you like and subscribe and follow us. Just don't come close in our DMs because we still offer 2 cents for the show.
When you
If you think we pop off now, we will put your face, your name, and your parents' name, your parents, your auntie, your brother's brother, your brother's boyfriend, y'all didn't know about.
Y'all better ask that knock-kneed, fake Republican ass Tristan Walker. Y'all ask him before y'all come over acting stupid. We don't got time.
No, like the thing is, try Jesus, not me. You know how that before you get to me, because nothing Christian like will come up my mouth. Nothing like you may grab yourself and say, "Oh God," but you ain't getting that. I'm telling you what. Like I have learned from the Paris podcast that we used to be on, and there's nobody that would be unscathed, bitch. Like so, celebrities love Earth. Like remember that bitch that tried to come for me, homeboy's basketball player's son, and his friends was trying to come for me. I forgot his damn name. I forgot his name. What was? I don't want to misquote it because it's.
Well, that's what I just said. Or maybe I said his name wrong. And he wouldn't know his daddy wasn't no basketball player. His daddy was a football player. You talking
Look, that boy.
about Herschel Walker's fucking faggot ass son. Yeah.
Yeah, when that bitch trying to got my deal, I was like, do you need something? Like, and his friends trying to come in.
You motherfucking I cover him with a thin man. He need a brain.
Bitch, I cussed them back to the moon. Like, do you know after that conversation?
Send him back to his mammoth titty. Yes,
Bitch,
indeed.
I heard the screen cap off. Like the bitch was trying to back some words up. I was like, "Oh, you're in the back now, bitch. I don't switchblade for you. I don't for your ass. Don't play me." I was like, "Don't play me." I was like, "I've been doing this, but I'm from the fucking South, bitch." And we will come for you with the words. Like we really not short of and especially gaming with words.
So while Grandpa over here like buffing his readers.
Bitch, the library will never be closed. It will always be open like a 7-Eleven following you around with a megaphone. Don't play yourself. Don't play yourself. As long as you like and subscribe and follow us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, Apple Pod, your pod music is not pod music.
Pod music. Yeah, bitch. Say it right.
Y'all work with me here. It is evening time, and I ain't even smoked my net joint yet. So, but y'all follow us all that good stuff. We can't wait to come up with the next episode next week. You guys are awesome, and we hope you be awesome with us. So we'll talk to you next week.
All right. Okay, bye.